Hey, hello, and welcome to the weather update. It's about 5 o'clock on Friday, December 28th, 2018, and it's been a wet day out there, folks. It's going to come to an end within the next hour or two, but it's been another wet day across our area. You can see the train of rain going all the way from the Gulf of Mexico all the way up the East Coast to our area. So let's just take a closer look at our area now. And here is the heavy rain that's been across our area. There's some really heavy rain that was occurring, looks like, over Ocean County, and then it moved over Suffolk County. And here's the back edge, though. So the back edge is over here. I can show you this radar, too, as well. This is from the Weather Service, and you can see that back edge. But you can see some of that heavy rain over Suffolk County and also over New Jersey. Here is the back edge. Again, take a look at the back edge. So the back edge is quickly approaching. So I would think around 6 o'clock or so, it should be over for most of New Jersey, except maybe the Jersey Shore, New York City, and maybe even Nassau County. So hopefully it's come to an end. But we're getting a lot of rain. So let's take a look and see how much rain has fallen so far across our area. I'm not going to go over the official totals. We'll just look at the weather stations. We'll start off in New Jersey because I think this was the hardest hit area once again. So I'll start off in Ocean County, where it is 59 degrees, almost 60 degrees. That is way too warm for late December. And we'll take a look at how much rain. And look at the dew point too, up to 58. So it's humid too. On top of that, so let's see. Yeah, they're over an inch already, over an inch and a half already at Toms River. So they might wind up getting close to 2 inches down there, perhaps. Let's go now to our area. All right, so we'll take a look at Farmingdale. So I'm not going to go over all the observations. This is just going to be a short weather update. I want you to also note the wind, south 22, gusting to 28 miles an hour. So very strong south wind. That's the old LLJ, low-level jet. That is coming in. Actually, I can show you this. Actually, I wanted to show you the satellite. You can actually see it on the satellite on this last frame right here. Look at that. That's that low-level jet coming right out of the tropics across our area. Very unusual. All right, so 54 degrees at Farmingdale, south wind 22, gusting to 28 miles an hour. And it looks like they've got probably around an inch of rain over there. And then we'll head out further east toward West Hampton and see what they have. So it's warmer there, 56. So you can see where it is. Southwest wind 17, gusting to 32. So there are actually some strong wind gusts out there. Let's see what has happened out there as far as the rainfall goes. I'm thinking they're close to an inch too, probably closing in on an inch too. So I think the storm might overperform some of the models that we looked at yesterday. We'll just look at Central Park. I think it's a little less over here. It's 59 there, so it's warm there too as well. Yeah, they're probably approaching an inch too. So very warm out, near 60 degrees. Very unusual for this time of the year. Very not good at all to have that kind of warmth around. I want to look at the Ventusky site. Just to give you a graphic of the warmth. All right, look at this. I mean, this is really unusual. So here you go, temperatures up almost near 60 degrees. Just a little bit of relief on Long Island because we have the sea breeze. We're talking like it's summertime, but look at this warmth. And then if you go ahead and you look at the dew point, it's just ridiculous. So it's very humid out. Very unusual. This is not normal, but this is all part of, the changing climate that we're going through right now. So the last thing I want to look at is the power outage situation. Let's go and look at that, and I'll wrap up this weather update. See how many power outages. There are not too many power outages, just 561. However, there was a big arc fault at a Con Edison. I'll just point out exactly where that was in a minute. We'll go to Google. This happened last night. Probably not related to the weather, but I'll just talk about it because a lot of people saw this flashing in the sky, or actually it was just like a light in the sky, and where it was coming from was actually over here, where there was a This happened last night around 9:15. I didn't see it. I was inside. But it was right in this area, right over here. Right over in this area right here where you can see there's a big substation. And at this substation here, it is, I believe, over here somewhere. This substation, yeah, right here, this one, right here on this substation right here, there was a fault on one of these switches, an arc fault, and an arc fault basically is an arc. They called it a fire, but it was really an arc of electricity, probably 345 kV. A switch failed, and as a result, the power arced through the air, and it's almost like, pretty much like there was a big lightning bolt over here. So that's why you could see it for so many, sort of, all New York City, even Nassau County, Westchester, parts of New Jersey saw this because it was just a big arc, and it was right over here. Actually, I'm going to try to link to a very good video that somebody took from this spot right over here. It was right in here. There was just this huge arc between these two switches. These switches right here, a huge arc. Now, it did result in a momentary dip across many parts of Queens. Queens was affected by a voltage dip. Some places lost power, like LaGuardia. Fortunately, the systems, while there was a failure on this switch, the larger parts of the grid worked and prevented a blackout, thank God. But I just figured I'd bring this up. I don't know if the weather played a role or not, but surely these really warm temperatures, it's not good to have these warm temperatures and this humidity. It definitely is not good, especially for electricity. So I just figured I'd talk to you about that. So if you're wondering what that light in the sky was last night around 9:15, it was coming from here. It was just like, pretty much think of like a big lightning bolt right here, and it was cloudy, so the lightning reflected across the whole sky. So like a lightning bolt on the ground, pretty much. That's what an arc fault is. But anyway, that's going to do it for this weather update. I'll have another one for you hopefully later tonight with some rainfall totals. Take care.